in this video, we're gonna talk about the upsides and the downsides of dropshipping. So I've been dropshipping for over a year now, and I've learned a few things. I'm gonna share that with you guys if you're thinking of getting into it, so you don't make the same mistakes that everyone else makes. Let's get into it. The downsides first. So this is what I realized after over a year of doing dropshipping, and the first thing that you can expect is small-ish profits. That's one of the things about dropshipping. You don't necessarily have that much room for profit. You're paying about 50% on average for the product wholesale, and when you're selling on your site, you're usually offering free shipping, and that could be anywhere from another 10-20% of the price because you have to pay for the shipping from the supplier to your customer, but you're offering free shipping to your customer. It's going to be a little bit hard to charge shipping. It's possible. It really depends on the product and the category, but generally that's the way it works. You're going to be covering shipping, and there are selling fees and payment processing fees. This is not even spending a penny on marketing. Your profit margin ends up being at best 20, 25, 30%. In some cases that can be really good. It really depends on what you're selling. The next thing that I experience a lot is that orders sometimes take a lot longer to ship than expected. So I only work with really good suppliers, really good manufacturers. I don't do any of that AliExpress stuff. I actually find really good companies, reach out to them, build a relationship with them, sell their products. And even though they claim that products are gonna get shipped out really quickly, you never know. Sometimes they just don't. So what happens? Your customer sometimes gets a little angry, and you just have to deal with that. Not all the time. Usually if you set the right expectations, that's gonna help you a lot. You don't claim that you're gonna ship same day or the next day. Give your customers a lead time to expect, and usually that's gonna solve the majority of this problem, but it does happen, and it's gonna kind of irritate your customers, which is in turn gonna probably irritate you a little bit. So make sure you expect that. And the third thing is sometimes inventory just goes out of stock, and products get discontinued or they go into back order. And if you're not keeping up with inventory, this may happen to you. So you're gonna make a sale and then you forward it to your supplier, and all of a sudden they tell you, we're not selling this anymore, we decided not to sell it, or we don't have it in stock, even though we just had it in stock yesterday, or it's on back order for a month. That happens and you have to anticipate it. Your customer might get a little upset, but that's something that you expect with dropshipping and working with these suppliers. On a positive note, let's get to the good sides, the upsides to dropshipping. You don't need much money to start. I started with very little. You basically need a Shopify store, right? That's about 30 bucks a month, and that's pretty much it. I wanted to start with a little bit of a cushion, so I had a little bit of money saved up for the store, just in case I'm selling product and then I get some returns and my supplier doesn't want to take those returns, so I may have to actually refund the customer out of my own pocket and then try to figure out what I'm going to do with that product. So I had this expectation. It wasn't that bad. It happened a few times. I had a little bit of extra money to cover that, and eventually as I grew, as I was selling more, I had more money in the account basically, and I was able to cover these situations where they were returns and I had to deal with the product and I couldn't really rely on the supplier. So not much money to get into. This might not happen to you. Really, you just need a website platform to build your website and you're pretty much ready to go. The next thing is it's a fairly easy business to manage, okay? You're not really doing that much. Once you build your store and you upload your products and all that good stuff, you have to manage the inventory a bit. So you got to make sure your suppliers are giving you the inventory on the daily or weekly or even monthly, and you just got to make sure your inventory is correct. And other than that, once you get a sale, you forward that sale to your supplier. They ship the order. Sometimes customers will have questions. You can answer questions, but that's pretty much it. It doesn't take that much work. That's kind of the whole workflow. Now, of course, you can do some marketing, and that's going to take a little bit of time and effort, but the day-to-day operations are fairly simple. Some customer service emails, forwarding orders to your suppliers, uploading products maybe here and there, and keeping track of inventory. And the last thing is very cool actually. A dropshipping store can actually offer you the potential to evolve and create your own brand. And you should always have that in mind when starting a dropshipping store. So you might start with products that you're dropshipping from other suppliers, but you can always create your own products. You can always source your own products where you're buying them up front and selling them directly, and you can build a brand. So let's say you're dropshipping toys and you have toy suppliers, and you build up your store and you're selling really well, and then you figure out, hey, these types of products sell really well, but I'm not making that much margin. You can go ahead and figure out a way to manufacture your own products, create your own products, design your own stuff, and start selling it on your site. No reason why you can't do that, and you can make a lot more profit that way once it's your own brand and your own products. And that's the beauty of having a dropshipping store. It does not have to stay a dropshipping store. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to learn more about dropshipping or selling online or anything like that, check out some of my other videos. I'll see you guys next time.